This skull appeared in my room every night. 3 weeks ago, I bought a creepy old skull at an estate sale. I thought it would be perfect for my horror collection. I had no idea what I was bringing home, okay? I set the skull on my nightstand, right next to my bed. Nothing felt strange at first, okay? But at 3:17 a.m., I woke up shivering. Okay? The room felt icy cold, and the air smelled like damp earth. That's when I noticed the skull had moved. It was 6 inches closer to me than before. I measured. My heart was pounding. Was I just tired? Or was something wrong? Okay. I tried to convince myself it was nothing. Okay. But I knew I had to record what happens next. This is what I do for you guys. So comment below. Would you stay in this room alone with a creepy skull? And subscribe for day 2? It gets worse, okay? So it's day 2. It's been 2 days since I recorded the last one. To be honest, I'm kinda scared to go in there because I do know what I'm gonna find. I haven't slept at all. Like I was up all last night just staring at the ceiling. Last night was crazy, okay? So after I recorded the last video, I barely got any sleep. I ended up taking the whole day off from work just so I could rest. But I couldn't stop thinking about that skull. I mean, I've bought creepy things before, but this just felt different. So I decided to take a nap. I figured if I could just get a few hours of sleep, I'd be able to shake off the feeling that something was wrong. But I couldn't get any sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I imagined the skull creeping closer and closer to me. So I gave up on sleeping and just started watching movies. At first, it was fine. Was able to focus on the movie and kind of forget about the skull. But then, around 3 a.m., I heard a noise. It sounded like someone or something scratching at my door. I froze and listened. It happened again. Scratch, scratch, knock. I told myself it was just my imagination. But then the scratching started coming from under my bed. I was watching a movie with my girlfriend, and we both looked under the bed. There was nothing there. Then we started hearing the scratching again, and it seemed to be coming from the closet. As I'm recording this, I'm starting to feel a little freaked out. I really wish I didn't have to be alone in this room. I wish someone would come over and watch this happen with me, okay? So I'm not sure if you can see that on camera, but the clock just flashed 3:17. That's the exact same time I woke up shivering the other night. And it's also the exact same time my power went out last night. It's like something's trying to tell me something. As soon as the clock flashed, the lights started flickering. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to finish this story later because right now the lights are starting to flicker really fast. I think whatever's in here with me is trying to tell me something. I'm going to finish this story later. Alright, so I'm back in the room and I'm ready to finish this story once and for all. As soon as I turned off the lights and closed the door, I could feel something watching me. I tried to ignore it and pretend that I wasn't scared. Even tried to make light of the situation by saying, "Hey, it's just a skull." But deep down, I knew that something was very wrong. I started to hear scratching sounds again, but this time they were coming from the closet. I slowly opened the closet door, and to my surprise, the skull was gone. I searched everywhere, but couldn't find it anywhere. Then I noticed a small hole in the wall behind the closet. It was just big enough for a skull to fit through. So I crawled through the hole and found the skull on the other side. It was grinning back at me. Okay. But this is where things took a turn for the worst. As I reached for the skull, my hand went straight through it. I was in shock. I didn't know what to do. Then I remembered something my grandfather had told me. He was a local historian who had taught me about the history of our town. He had told me about an ancient burial ground that was rumored to be cursed. Could this skull be from there? I quickly crawled out of the hole and ran to my grandfather's house. I explained everything to him and he agreed to help me. We returned to my house and performed a ritual to cleanse the room. Okay, after the ritual, the scratching stopped and the skull went back to being just a creepy Halloween decoration. Okay, I still keep it in my room, but now I keep the closet door open. That was just night 1 of my 4-night nightmare with this cursed skull. You want to see what happens when things get even more terrifying. Episode 2 is linked right here. And if you love real paranormal stories, check out my most popular video about the night I heard my dog crying from the basement. He was right beside me. Hit subscribe for more true ghost encounters from Creepy Corner. You won't want to miss what's coming next.